In an epic battle of the Knicks, Nicholas NARAIN was given a full workout by the talented Nicholas Verwey, but he withstood the attrition to win the Open title. Verwey, who has played sublime throughout the tournament, would have been harping over his chances to claim the title in his first year in Open. Playing with a negative handicap of 10, which was just better than NARAIN, whose was negative 15, Verwey went down 15-14 in the first set, but came back to win the second 13-15. Both games were deeply enthralling and saw NARAIN especially producing some dashing attempts at retrieval for some well-placed shots by Verwey. Though NARAIN was like a yo-yo on the court, he bided time until Verwey made a mistake, and for that, he won the third set 15-11.
My performance was really good overall for the entire tournament. It was fantastic. I'm just getting my lengths, my drops, my volley drops, everything just right on point. Yeah, Nick is not an easy person to beat, really. He's very, very difficult, and over the months that he's been training, he's improved drastically. And to come into a final, play him and win 2-1, and compared to the scores how they were, it's very, very tough.
What was key to your performance?
Mostly it was just more experience on shot selection, basically forcing him to either make the mistake or just pushing him to an extent where you will not reach the ball or play a poor shot and get punished for it.
In Category A, the preordained final with two budding stars, Luis DaSilva and Zachary Prasad, was no disappointment as both players played from the same handicap of 8. DaSilva came out strong and played a clever and tactical game in regards to his shot placing. Prasad came out determined in the second game and made his bid to stay in the game with a tighter play which set him ahead. DaSilva worked away to even out and eventually pushed that into the last 2 points to close off in straight sets 15-6 and 15-14.
Every single handicap tournament, like in the plates or something like that, or in the finals, like I never got to beat Zach. Like it was always a close match, but like train a little bit harder, and like this one time I could have won the title. I did, and like I feel really proud of myself from that.
Tell us how hard is it on court, working, battling with Zach. Tell us about that match.
Well, it was really hard because I was under pressure in the second match when he had more points than me, and it was 13-10. I was under pressure, and I thought I would lose the game, and then go under more pressure in the third. So I had to play my best and start hitting the ball a little bit harder, and be precise on my shots.
Meanwhile, in the open plate between Daniel Ince and Ian McDessie, Ince took the first set in smooth fashion with tight lengths and low drops to win the first set 59. McDessie pulled it back in the second to hold off Ince at 14-15, while Ince came back and won the third 15-11. For Category A plate final, Joshua Verwey made a valiant effort with good lengths against the eventual winner, LeJean Monroe. At the presentation ceremony, representatives of the Guyana Squash Association thanked Anson McCall Trading for their continued support. In response, Tristan Joseph, Anson McCall's corporate communications officer, noted while the support of sport is part of the social responsibility, investment in youth only augurs well for the development of Guyana in sport and beyond.
Of course, it's a part of our social responsibility, and I think once we see that there is a need, we will of course try to pitch in. I think we at Anson McCall believe that developing and sports development and the development of youth at the grassroots level especially is of keen importance to the growth and development of our country. So once there's an opportunity where we can pitch in and be a part of development, we will do that.
Next month, the GSA will host their junior scale level tournament sponsored by Farfan and Mendez. For the newsroom, Akeem Green.